All right, beginners, so we are working on a Bible, and this is God Meant It for Good, Genesis 4:2 through 47. So what happened last in our Bible page? Remember, it looked like this, and Joseph was sold where? He was sold as a slave by his own family to the Egyptians, and then he was sold as a slave. He was in prison, and then what happened? He was in charge of a whole bunch of land because of his wisdom from God. So, has he seen his family? Not in a long time. So we're gonna see what happens next, all right? Follow along with your finger. Ready? Joseph's brothers went to Egypt to buy grain. Because remember what happened? There was 7 years of plenty of food and 7 years of what? Famine. Remember, can you say famine? Famine, that means no food at all. They saw Joseph there, but they did not know him. I will find out if my brothers have changed, thought Joseph. So what happened? They're in the market and they're like, oh, we need to buy food. We have no food. And they walk past a man, and guess what happened? That man was their brother. But did they know that that was their brother? They didn't. They didn't recognize him because what? They sold him when he was younger, and now he's an adult. So they didn't know what he looked like. But Joseph did. He remembered what his brothers looked like, and he's like, oh, those are my brothers. Should I tell them that's me? No, I want to see if they change their hearts, because do you think he wants to be with them if they want to be mean to him again and try selling him for a second time? Probably not. So he's going to test them. Are you spies? He said. No, said the brothers. We are honest men. Our father and our brother Benjamin are at home. Prove that you're honest, said Joseph. Go now, come back with your brother Benjamin. So remember, because Joseph left when he was a little boy and was sold when he was a little boy, does he remember, or does he know his new brother Benjamin? He doesn't know that he had a new brother Benjamin. So he's like, let me see if these guys are telling me the truth or if they're playing with me. I'm testing them. Let's see what happens. The brothers went home with their grain. When their grain was gone, they came back to Egypt with Benjamin. This time, Joseph told his servants to hide the silver cup in Benjamin's bag. So Joseph is being kind of sneaky here. He goes, psst, you work for me. Go get your cup and put it, because it's silver, go put it inside my youngest brother's bag. He won't know what's in there. In the morning, Joseph sent his servants after his brother. After the brother. The silver cup was found in Benjamin's bag. Make us your slaves, not Benjamin, cried the brothers. Joseph saw that his brothers had changed. So what happened? Joseph was going to what? He was going to keep the younger brother as a slave for stealing from him. Did he really steal from him though? No, Joseph was just testing them. And the big brothers, they said, you can't take our little brother. He's our little brother. You can't take him from us. Take us instead. So they felt what? They didn't want to sell their little brother. They probably felt bad for what they did to their other brother. They were guilty of their conscience. So what? Joseph saw that his big brothers changed. All right. Come close to me, Joseph said. I am your brother Joseph. The brothers shook in fear. What? They were scared. They're like, oh, we haven't seen him in forever. Don't be upset, said Joseph. You wanted to hurt me, but God meant it for good. Remember providence? God used me to save you. Go and bring your father here. So what would have happened if Joseph was not in charge of all the land? What would happen? Do you think the Egyptians would have given his brothers food? Maybe not, because they were Hebrews. They weren't Egyptians. So because Joseph was in charge of so many things, he was able to give food to his family. So that's why God had him as a slave and why he went to jail, because God was preparing him for something that he was going to do in the future. In a dream, God promised Jacob that his family would become great in Pharaoh's land. So Jacob and his family went to live in Egypt. So who lived in Egypt? Jacob. So that's Joseph's dad. Jacob. Remember the story from back then? Jacob had Joseph. So Joseph's dad had a dream that God was going to do something great in Egypt. Do you think you know what that is? We're going to find out in our next Bible, but it's going to kind of tie in with everything we've been learning the past 2 weeks. All right, so make sure you go back and you circle your multi-letter phonograms either today or tomorrow, or if you want to do half today or half tomorrow, it's up to you. But do we have to make sure we circle every single multi-letter phonogram? No, that's going to be very hard. Just do the best you can. Circle anyone that you can see. Don't stress yourself out, all right? Just take your time. If you see some, that's okay. If you don't see some, that's all right. The more you practice your multi-letter phonograms and the more stuck they're in your head, the more they get stuck in your head, you'll be able to spot them a lot quicker, all right? So just take your time. Great job.